Hey guys, this is the Bamboozler, and if you're watching this video, you know what those are, don't you? Those are the 5 colors of mana in the card game Magic the Gathering. I want to make a video today to talk about the 5 new Planeswalkers that are being featured in Magic 2012 core set. In this first video, I'm going to cover one of them, and then I'll have follow-up videos for the other 4. And I'm also going to be covering the cards with the same name as the Planeswalker, who work with the Planeswalker or are at least related to the Planeswalker. So, the first I'm going to do is the Black Planeswalker-Sorin Markov. He is got some cool art. I really like the art. He's a very menacing-looking vampire, and it's very nice art by let's see who does it. Michael Comark. Very good art there. So my impressions on the card, it's a 6 drops. That's 3 swamp, 3 colorless, for a Planeswalker with 4 loyalty counters. And 3 options, 3 abilities. He's probably my least favorite of the 5 Planeswalkers that came out because he's just, in my opinion, not as good as the other 4. I know he's been in other sets before. I heard he was in the Eldrazi set. Or block. I could be wrong about that. I haven't been playing this game for very long, but I have played enough to know what's good, and I played in a few tournaments, so I know my way around Magic very well. So just give my opinion on this card here. His +2, he deals 2 damage to target creature or player, and you gain 2 life. So essentially, it's actually, I got it right here. It's essentially Sorin's Thirst, which is the card that works with him, except you have more options with this one, because this one is Sorin's Thirst, deals 2 damage to target creature, and you gain 2 life. So, it just gives you the option of hitting the player as well, which I would probably recommend you do, since if you're running him in this deck, in a deck, I'm going to guess you're going to have a Sorin's Thirst with you. Anyway, so that'll help bump him up to a 6, but his -3 target opponent's life total becomes 10. Now, that can either go one of 2 ways. First of all, I mean, since he's a very high-cost Planeswalker, at least in my opinion, you're probably going to be getting him out by and if you're running a black deck, you're probably going to have done a lot of damage to your opponent's life anyway. I'm not sure if that's worth it, because, I mean, if he's at 12, do you really want to lose 3 loyalty counters just to put him at 10 when you could, you know, Sorin's Thirst, or not Sorin's Thirst, but you could Geth's Verdict him or something like that. I just don't know if that's worth those loyalty counters. Usually minus abilities have a much better option than that. And then his -7, his ultimate, is you control target player during that player's next turn. That's okay in my opinion, because you can, I mean, what I've heard is you could take control of your opponent's turn and maybe Oblivion Ring something that, you know, he likes, and so you can Oblivion Ring, you know, his own creatures and exile them, or you could just basically skip and have him play bad cards, or have him play out his entire hand or something. But really, for an ultimate for 7, I'm not a fan of that. So that's my opinion on his abilities, because I know he replaced Liliana Vess, who was in the M11, and I felt like she was a much superior Planeswalker for black, and a much better for black anyway. His other card, along with the Sorin's Thirst, is Sorin's Vengeance. They both cards feature a little cameo by Sorin. This one's a bit cooler of art, in my opinion. This one's a common, this one's a common, and this one's a rare, and of course mythic rare. And I think that's how they are for every... Yeah, that's how they are for all of the Planeswalkers. You're going to get the Planeswalker, and then he's going to have a common card associated with him and a rare card associated with him. So it's a sorcery. It deals 10 damage to target player, and you gain 10 life. So that's a lot, but for 7, I just don't think that's worth it. And plus, if you need 10 life, you must have screwed up and done something bad before you played this card, because I just don't think it's worth it. And plus, it's probably going to be later in the game when I'm just not a fan of it. That's me. I'm not a fan of it. So yeah, those are his 2 cards, and my final thoughts on Sorin. He might be okay in a vampire deck. I guess it's kind of one of the only decks he'd be good in my opinion. Or if you wanted to run him with another Planeswalker, maybe with Liliana, might be a little better. But in my opinion, he's not the best out of the core set Planeswalkers. But he's not bad. Maybe in the coming set in Innistrad, it might change around and he might get a little better. But in my opinion, right now, he's just not that good. But it is still a cool card, and a very nice art, and a nice addition to some decks. So he will help if you need his help in a deck, and yeah. So thanks for watching.